Donald Trump did an interview with Fox News host Rachel Campos Duffy this past week, during which he lamented the fact that he is unable, unfortunately, to go after as many political enemies as he would like to be going after because, unfortunately, President Biden pardoned some of them. And specifically, he was referring to the people who served on the January 6th Select Committee, whom Donald Trump once again falsely claimed had deleted, destroyed, and in some cases actually burned evidence. Here is what Donald Trump told Campos Duffy during this interview, and I want to reiterate, this literally never happened. They made it up. People like Donald Trump made this up. But here's what he said. They burned all that information, and I think she, talking about Liz Cheney, recanted. Or no, sorry, he's talking about one of the witnesses. You know, I've heard something she recanted. Her, after 2 years, she said, no, it didn't happen. Isn't it a shame, though? Huh? Isn't it a shame? I view that as being egregious. And then what did Biden do? I don't know him or the auto pen. Whoever operated the auto pen was really the president because I don't know. But Biden gave them all... You know what? I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop reading whatever the F it is that this madman is saying. Because first and foremost, it doesn't make sense. We're going to sit here and act like this man being unable to string two words together is normal? Because it's not. His speaking style for his time in politics has mostly been like this, sure. These weird non sequiturs, these asides, whatever you want to call them, he's always had that. But they're getting more and more incomprehensible. At least in the beginning, when he first burst onto the political scene in 2015, they would kind of make sense a little bit. But they're getting to the point where mental health professionals should be banging their heads against the wall, warning us that, oh my God, something is wrong with him. Because something is wrong with him. Those words I just read you, a normal person with a fully functioning brain is not going to speak like that. They're not going to think like that. There's something dangerously wrong with him. But I will continue. So he says, they burned the information. Biden gave them all their freedom because they were dead. I mean, they literally, and you know how they announced that it was like a little sentence in a document that nobody saw but me and a couple others. What an asshole. It said, for the sake of clarity, we have decided to destroy all documents, destroy and delete all documents having to do. And then Campos Duffy said, it's unbelievable. And then Trump said, so they worked for a year and a half, making everybody's life miserable. They realized that they were guilty as, all those secret agents, Secret Service agents, they honestly testified. They testified in a very honest way. I'm not even going to continue. This man is insane and needs to be in a padded cell. But first and foremost, that sentence doesn't exist. This whole they deleted and destroyed, burned all the evidence has been debunked so many times that I don't even need to do it again. But I will explain just a little bit further for anybody who has any questions about where did all the evidence go? It's at the DOJ, idiots. It's in the congressional record. It literally lives in two separate places. So you can find it in the congressional record because these meetings were all public, or the DOJ has everything. Like if Trump wanted to, he could walk over there and say, hey, Pam Bondi, let me see it. And she could say, here you go, proving that it was neither deleted, destroyed, or burned. But there was something that did in fact disappear. The websites. That's what they did. They took down the websites. After everything was finished, there's really no need to have the website anymore. So they got rid of the website. And that's it. All of the physical materials still very much exist. None of them were destroyed. None of the actual files were deleted. They still have it digitized. They just don't have the website anymore because the committee is no longer standing. So there it is. But Donald Trump is going to continue to lie about it. And he's going to have his administration lie. And more importantly, he's going to sit there stewing in his madness because he can't prosecute these people because Biden was at least smart enough to give them these preemptive pardons to prevent Donald Trump from ruining their lives. Not that they would have gone to jail, but he would have financially drained them, which they've admitted was, part of the point of it, by forcing them to lawyer up and spend millions of dollars defending themselves from charges that don't even exist. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.